Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening tonight, and welcome on in. Special shout out to Kasky for getting in first to claim the best seat in the house, and that is always a good evening to all of my guests tonight. A good evening to Kasky, to Joker, to Mr. Player, and anyone else that's lurking at this tonight. You guys are having a wonderful evening and taking care of yourselves, and all doing very, very well, of course. It is very cold over here. I think I've been saying that like every time at the start of stream. There's a reason for this. If you've ever wondered why I often start stream by complaining about how hot it is or how cold it is, it's because I'm British. That's it. There's no other answer for it. As a British person, I am mandated to speak about the weather as part of our introductory conversation. It's just how it works. You meet someone for the day. Hi, how are you? Have you been? Cool, isn't the weather awful today? That's just how it goes. I can't help it. It's part of my programming. Maybe one day I'll break out of it, but I'm not really confident about that, I'll be honest. But I hope you guys are all doing very, very well regardless. We're here for some Mega Man 11 tonight, and I'm looking forward to getting back to this. I'm not going to pretend I didn't get a little bit tilted last week. But honestly, it's entirely my fault. Okay, I don't think it's unreasonable to get tilted at games. Like, getting mad at video games, if someone gets mad at games, I'm never going to get I'm not going to roll my eyes and be like, oh man, imagine getting mad at video games. Wow, couldn't be me. No, of course, when you're doing bad, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to play worse. It's natural. It's natural. I think there is a certain point at which you maybe should consider it. Can you consider your thoughts a little bit more? Insofar as, if you ever find yourself being destructive, maybe at that point the tilt is a bit much. I can honestly proudly say, I say proudly, I feel like it shouldn't really be a big achievement, but maybe it is. I can say for certain I've never actually broken anything in frustration. The closest I've ever got to damaging something in frustration is actually myself. I don't mean that facetiously. I had this weird little habit I would do when I used to play when the DS was the current console. If I was ever playing a DS game, and I was playing it with the stylus, if I messed up, you guys are probably familiar with this by now. You guys probably notice that when I'm playing a game, especially like platformers, if I die, as Kasky I think pointed out, I do the patented helm stretch. The look upwards to consider what am I doing, why did I make that mistake, I'm so dumb. When I was playing on the DS though, I would do something different. I would stab myself in the leg with the stylus. Not hard, it didn't cause any serious damage, but I don't know why I did that. It's like, stab, get better, Helm. Hey, Zeke, welcome in, welcome, you're doing well. The patented Helm, exactly, yes, it is copyrighted, it is patented. You are not allowed to stretch in response to frustration. I will be suing you, I will be pursuing legal action. Obviously, this is a joke, do not take this seriously. But yeah, I like to think I'm pretty good about managing getting tilted in games. Funnily enough, these days I don't tend to get mad at games, I just tend to get sad. Maybe that's a depressing way of putting it, but when I'm just losing, going on a loss streak in games, I don't tend to get upset about the game, I just kind of feel sad, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. And I guess that's kind of why these days, more than ever, I do prefer easy games. It's not a very cool thing to admit, no one's out there bragging about how much they enjoy easy games, but I'll be honest, I like a game to be a bit easy. I don't have that much free time these days. If the game requires me to throw myself at it several hundreds of hours just to complete it, I'm probably going to say, you know what, I'm good. I don't think I need this experience in my life. I'll just play something else. Hey, Jane, welcome in, welcome. Speaking of playing something else, I actually started off stream. I was debating doing this as a stream game, but I think a game like this, doing it blind for the first time, is something I want to do on my own, kind of take it at my own pace. I actually started up Metaphor ReFantazio, and I have to say, I'm only 2 hours in. Really enjoying it so far, pretty good game. Although I will say this, the opening is kind of bad. Not gonna lie, the first half an hour of that game very nearly lost me right off the bat. The pacing there was not wonderful. I get that with a lot of JRPGs, the openings tend to be a bit slow, but it wasn't even that it was slow, it was just paced really weirdly. I can't really explain it. If you play the game, you maybe have an idea what I'm up about, but pretty much up to the first dungeon, quote unquote, the pacing is just a bit strange to me. Still, so far at least enjoying it, would recommend. game can't hook you in the first hour or so, so really not worth my book. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, like, it's very... Okay, let me start that sentence over. It's very strange, because that's 100% true. And I always find it weird when I'll be playing a game and I'll get an achievement for, like, completing the first boss, or the first level sometimes, or whatever. And then you look at the achievements and you realise not everyone has that achievement. Like, sure, it might be a considerable number of players do have it, but a non-negligible amount of players just never make it to the first achievement. And that's like, I think, kind of telling of how important first impressions are. If your game can't grab someone immediately, yeah, they're probably going to go do something else. And it's a shame, because I think JRPGs, kind of more so than a lot of other games, or rather modern JRPGs, I'll say, because old school JRPGs tend to be a bit more fast-paced in that regard. Modern JRPGs really are the worst in that regard, like having a very slow opener before they kind of get into the meat of it all, and it's a shame, honestly. That's for tonight. We are going to be going into some Mega Man 11, of course, in just a bit. We got all the weapons taken care of, and I'm going to be honest, I don't actually remember what half of them do. I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Funnily enough, actually, I want to have a complaint about Mega Man 11 real quick. I know you're going to find this hard to believe, because this literally never happens, but this Japanese-developed PC game has some questionable decisions with how it's coded. I know, Japanese devs and PC games never go awry. That literally never happens. But it was a very strange thing. So I have this game set to be not my full screen, because I like to play, where possible, I like to play in windowed mode. The reason being that way I can see a lot easier if there's like things going off on the side. Like if my internet decides to be a butt like last week, that was fun. You know, it lets me see that very easily. And it turns out that this game remembers your resolution if you know, close it and reopen it, but it doesn't remember the window size. So the game loaded itself as a full-size window, but with the reduced resolution. Very easy to fix, just change the resolution, the display mode to full screen and then back again. But I've never encountered that one before. Hey, Dr. Leon, welcome in, welcome, how you doing well? Yeah, it's really weird. I panicked for a moment, like, wait, this was not right. This was fine last week, but thankfully it was an easy fix. But it's weird. I feel like, I don't know anything about coding, I'll be real. I have done barely any coding in my life, and most of the coding I've done has been in, like, languages that I know a lot of actual coders would kind of, like, laugh at if I tried to claim it was real coding. Things like JavaScript and Lua script. But I feel like that's something that shouldn't be that hard to achieve, you know, that the game remembers the size of your window between loads. That feels like it should be a fairly straightforward thing to achieve, I don't know. You'd be surprised? You know, that's fair. I mean, again, I don't know much about coding. I know barely anything about it, so I guess I could see how it could be harder than perhaps you might imagine. Well then, time to get ourselves into things. We're probably going to end up going a little bit short today because we've only got like the Wily stages to go, but that's fine. If we finish early, we'll have a little bit of a gap at the end. I should complain, it's a lot of games launching at max volume and blow my eyes out. Yes, absolutely yes. Actually, that's a funny thing when you say that. I actually have, I don't know how audio settings work. I'll be real. I don't know, like, how these things work out. When I have my headphones in, I have my audio set to like 20% for it to be like a comfortable volume. And even then I end up turning things down a bit. Like when I'm playing FF14, I have my system volume at 20% and then it at about 20 or 30, depending on whether I'm listening to something loud or not in the background. There's so many small things like that we never think would happen. Simpleton as, you know what, I believe you. I get it, 100%. I might not do coding, but I definitely do understand how even the best laid plans don't survive contact with actual consumers. Like the game that we make, me and my friends, our board game we're working on, but we are still getting occasionally people pointing out, yeah, this card doesn't interact with this as you would think it would. And we're like, oh, yeah, we just did not even expect this combination would happen. Shit, what do we do about that? So I definitely get it. Like, you can test and test and test, but you're gonna find things that no one imagined. So it was at 60 and most games are at 30. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if I'm just, like, weirdly sensitive to audio. Maybe I am, because when I went to my prom, where God, a few years ago now, don't remember how many years ago it was, don't want to think about how many years ago it was, but they had the audio playing, like the music playing, and they had it like super loud, and I could feel the bass like vibrating my insides. It was very uncomfortable. It actually made me feel very unwell. I actually ended up going home early as a result of that, and it astonished me the whole time that no one else seemed to be bothered by it. It really made me, like, I genuinely wonder if maybe I'm just like weirdly like sensitive to sound or something. I don't know. Maybe people have their volume a lot louder than I do, and I'm just like the weird one and wanting it quiet. I have no idea. Does make me wonder though. But for now, I think we're going to get ourselves into it. We're going to keep getting, of course, as we go, and I'm going to be dying a lot, I'm sure, so we'll probably be here a little while. So please keep your arms, legs, and various body parts cleansed as it does, everyone. I'll see you there in just a sec. Alright, here we are, left on the main menu, so let's go ahead and just get ourselves loaded. Alright, so let's see if I can remember the weaknesses before we go forward. Because we're obviously going to have the inevitable rematch at some point. So, Impact beats Bounce, because he's sharp, he bursts balloons. Bounce beats Fuse, because rubber inserts electricity. Fuse beats, I believe, beats Tundra, because I guess electric is, well, water, ice is water, I guess. Tundra beats Torch, because ice puts out fire, because cold. Torch beats out Blast, because bombs. Blast beat Block, because I guess bombs block rocks. And I think that means Block beat Acid for some reason. I don't quite get that one. And then Acid beat Impact. I'm pretty sure that was correct. Maybe we can buy before we get into the actual stage. We've got a lot of bolts, haven't we? We've got 1 billion bolts. We should just buy everything, really, shouldn't we?
Are you sure?
Let's just max out on E-tags.
Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure?
I really wish we could buy these in bulk.
Are you sure? Ta-da! All ready.
I think we should buy. We should probably buy at least one of these to have a spare.
All ready.
Yo, Mega, can I interest you in some parts?
I think we're good here. Alright, so let's get into wide stage number 1. I love that they kept the classic Wily saucer sound, but did tone it down a little bit. Good. No, it's all gear themed. You miss out on cute. You know, that's fair. This version of Roll is very cute, I will say. Damn, why did you play ancient gears, guys? Alright, on we go. Alright, let's see what we're doing with this. Is this a platform? Is a platform? Presumably we could slow it down with the speed. Yeah. Alright, me too. That's like a bit of getting used to again. I don't hate the gear change system. I think it's an interesting way to try to innovate on it. Dang it. I do question who asked for this. It's one of those things I'm a big, like, what's the word? I'm a big believer in the fact that developers need to be more confident in their games standing on their own 2 feet. By which I mean, oh right, you actually come out, okay. One of my kind of pet peeves for games that get sequels, well, we're taking a lot of damage already, that's not wonderful, is when they just change up everything, or add a bunch of new gameplay gimmicks for no reason. Can we block you? Yes, we can. Like, this is a fairly... Oh, we're gonna jump off of ladders, right, okay. This is a fairly inoffensive gimmick, but it's something that I'm a big believer in, especially if you look at games like Crash Bandicoot, like those old school platformers. A lot of the time, they kind of get like... Right, that's done, okay. It's kind of like get weirdly cold feet over whether or not the game's fun, and just add more stuff into it, failing to realise that people just want more of what we already have. You know, let's just block us again. Block drop is really good. Can we get you from here? We just don't. That's the answer. We just ignore you. See, this is the problem that plays in my RPG play narratives. Me and my opposing because of colors new gimmicks instead of just shooting up what works. Team literally complained about every time a Sticker Star and Color Splash came out, which were huge flops. I remember everyone complained about Sticker Star. Yeah, that one I do remember. I never actually played it, but I remember just like everyone saying like this game is awful. Like, why did they do this to the game? No one wanted this. And yeah, it's funny when you look at other games, like my go-to example is Crash Bandicoot. There are plenty of other ones, but Crash Bandicoot is my go-to example for this. Actually, let's just rush Claw up here real quick. Oh, can we not rush Claw up there? We can't rush Claw up there. I guess we have to rush Jet up there. But yeah, the Crash Bandicoot games, when you look at them from 1 to 2 to 3, over time you get more and more gimmick levels. And the gimmick levels aren't even all bad. Some of them are actually really fun, but... right, let's wait for this one. But I realised after a while, like, if you do the math, if you count in Crash Bandicoot 3 specifically... right, okay, I see what we're doing. There are actually more levels in Crash 3 where you are not playing as Crash Bandicoot than levels where you are. Okay, I need to stop and read these blocks a bit. Get up there, get up there. Okay, I see. There we go. We want RPG battle mechanics when running away and finding things to do with strategy, right? Hey Anthony, welcome in, welcome. If they wound up having the X series to a degree after falling kind of deep in with the gameplay, it didn't really fit the series. It's such a shame, isn't it? Because a lot of the time you'll see people make like... dang it, right. Fair enough. Oh, that was our last life anyway. Okay. We actually did that on purpose. We're actually just like, refreshing our lives. That's all we were doing. But it's kind of funny how you see a lot of like games get made that are very clearly trying to, not necessarily copy, but they're clearly very inspired by, games that the developer clearly enjoyed and that they want more of. And those games often do very well. I think part of the issue is just that over time, games have gotten so expensive to produce that it's not enough to just make a lot of money anymore. They need to make all of the money. If your game isn't going to, bankrupt a small country, then you've not made enough money anymore, and that's a problem. Like, I don't want to doomsday here, but I do genuinely think we are heading towards the point of games just getting unsustainable at the size and expensive that they are. Like, we're gonna get to a point fairly soon, I believe, where games are just gonna be so expensive to make, they're not physically gonna make enough money back. And I think, / hope, that once we get to that point, people start realizing, not every game has to be a multi-trillion-dollar quadruple A blockbuster. Sometimes it's okay to just make a game that costs $20 and lasts 10 hours. Like, people just want a fun experience. Doesn't need to make all the money. Sad state. I said GTA needs to be $100 USD. That's crazy. But although, it's funny you say that, Zeke. A friend of mine pointed out that games actually, right, and I'm not, for the record, I'm not defending here. This isn't Helm going to bat for the small multi-million-dollar companies. This is just a numbers thing that I heard that I thought was quite interesting. Which is that apparently games have actually been lagging behind inflation for like a significant amount of time. Apparently if games were, like, adjusting their cost for inflation, they would cost like $100 now. Which, again, I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying the numbers check out, and it's like, that's kind of interesting to consider. Oops, wrong one. Like in my day, we didn't even have DLC or add-ons. The game came out, it was done. Nowadays, people so expect DLCs or updates. Exactly, yeah. I miss when a game was just, you buy the game, you put the game in your console, you play the game, and that was it. Maybe if the game did very well, they'd make like, a very like, a director's cut or like an expanded edition, And that would be quite exciting if you were into that game. I'll tell you what my biggest thing about modern console gaming that really gets my nerves, right? Small thing, but it really grates on me. You get the game. You put the game in your console. The game now needs to take 10 minutes to copy itself to your console. Why? I'm sure there's a very valid, perfectly good reason for it. But as a consumer, I'm just saying, like, what's the point of a console? Fuck. What's the point of a console if it doesn't just play the game immediately? That's what I look at it from. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a billion technical reasons that are perfectly understandable. I get that. Probably like texture streaming or something, I don't know, but it does kind of make me wonder, like, why are we still making consoles when they're just kind of worse PCs at this point? There we go. Yeah, the online service stuff should have been really used for updating games to fix bugs, not adding tons of content. I will push slightly back in that regard. There's actually one extremely good use case for DLC. Only one, but it's a really good one, and that is fighting games. I will say that fighting games in particular definitely are the best argument for DLC existing because, you know, in the past you have to buy an entire new version of a game just to get, like, you know, a few more characters. I will say that I think fighting games are perfectly reasonable in that regard. Like, I will happily pay an extra 15 quid to get, you know, 4 new characters as opposed to having to buy an entire new, you know, $40, $60 game just for those characters. Looking at you, Blaze Blue. Alright, these guys don't appear until there. The embedded is the guest character. See, okay. Here's a maybe hot take. I don't know if it's a hot take. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm kind of fed up of guest characters in fighting games. I don't like how fighting games have kind of been so heavily Fortnite-ified. Like, when Soul Calibur 2 did it for the first time, it was cool, it was exciting, we'd never seen anything like it before. It was a big deal. But nowadays it's like every single fighting game has like guest characters, and they're no longer exciting or special to me. I want to play as John, Final Fantasy on Tekken. No, I don't. No, I do not. I do not want to play as fucking Clive. Oh, this isn't gonna help me here. Okay, we're good. Oh shoot! What am I doing? Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Oh. You know what, I could, but I feel like this is very achievable without the speed gear. I just need to get good. Okay, jump on that one. Ah, almost. Oh, too early. See, the speed gear wouldn't help me here. That's the unfortunate thing. Like, I 100% could and probably should be using the speed gear, but it doesn't actually help me to not fail the pattern recognition like that. Too early. Oh, what am I doing? I keep going too early to wait on that one. Dang it. Oh, almost. Oh, come on! I don't know why it doesn't just make Gabriel, man. There we go. Content respected. Oh, he jumps. That's bad. Get rid of that. It just be... You know what? I don't remember what it looked like, but I'm gonna assume you're probably right, to be honest. Anyway, Sorry, fighting games and guest characters. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm likely alone in that. Maybe I'm alone in not being super excited about guest characters anymore, but I just kind of feel like it dilutes the identity. Oh my god, that Joe fucking had it out for me. Holy, I'm not even mad. Bro really hit me with the, if I go down, I'm taking you with me. Oh, we're our last life, aren't we? That's not wonderful. Okay, let's see what you're saying. We're on the far right here. Let's try that. Oh, we like this. Yeah, that would do it. Yeah, good shout, Casky. Okay, one thing I like with flying is I used to like seeing the designs in them, like the characters, you know? As someone that isn't like super, what's the word, competitive when it comes to fighting games, like I've never been good at fighting games. I've been adequate at BlazBlue and that's kind of about it. And when I say adequate, I mean I was like in that sort of, an uncomfortable zone of being, okay, I'm gonna finish my thought before I do this jump because this looks horrifying. I was in an uncomfortable zone of being too good to play with my friends and not good enough to play online. But from that perspective of someone who is a very casual fighting game enjoyer, I used to like seeing what characters would pop up in fighting games and what new designs they'd come up with. Characters that I already know in fighting games, I already know this character. Worst case scenario, I'm not gonna like how they're implemented and I just don't like them. Best case scenario, alright, cool, character I know, that's neat, but could have been anyone else, could have been like someone more interesting, I don't know. That could have gone a lot worse, I'll take it. Oh right, I keep getting I can jump now. Oh, well that's a really handy one-up. That was like the best time one-up we could have got, I think. We've got like a bit of E-tank, so we could just use one here. Screw it, why not? The whole one's kind of makes sense in Mortal Kombat, Superheroes kind of doesn't. Kind of a weird one, because it's one... You know, the whole ones in Mortal Kombat are okay, I don't hate them. Okay, for the... Oh boy, it's you! Okay, hold on, we need to focus on this. Well, it wouldn't be a Mega Man game without a devil boss, I guess. Nope, you are not going to be weak to that. You know what, let's just try the charge shot, probably the best bet. Ah, jump right into that donut. We too do the slow gear. Speed gear to, actually, we can speed gear out of this as well. Damn it, wow, that was dreadful. Good thing we got that life. Can we save a checkpoint here? Is that a thing we can do? Doesn't look like it is. Okay. That's horrifying. What weapon do you think we could use against him? This is like just generically good. I have no idea what we can be good against him though. What's this thing do again? We'll try this thing, it can't miss. Okay, he does not care about that. Nope, can't get multiple hits. Okay, we just have to charge shot him, I think. Yeah, I think this is... Oh! Things are happening. Oh my god, yes, friendos! Oh my god. Oh god! Okay, oh god, they got legs. Okay, I was not expecting that. We're taking a lot of damage here. We're E-tanking this. We have E-tanks, we are using them. Oh, the delay! They go across and then they run back. Oh man, that's really hard time. It's meant to hit someone. Ah. Shoot, I think one hit. Fuck it, second E-tank. I don't want to deal with this guy more than I have to. Okay, speed mode. In from the goobers. Oh, you know what? Oh, we do. No, that doesn't quite work. That does though. There we go! Good enough. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Yellow Devil bosses conceptually. I think they're like really cool. I just wish they weren't so bloody annoying to fight. New weapon needed. I'll be honest, I don't even know what weapon I would have wanted to use then.
Success!
I'm sure there was something we could have been using that would have made our life significantly easier, but... hell if I know. I've that bust around me, man. Oh, you know what? I think I might just run it down here. Can this kill me? No, it can't. Okay, I'm just gonna die on purpose to reset our lives. There's no point in tackling with only one life left. I feel very confident that that thing is going to chase us later, though. It clearly is a crusher. Splat. Alright, let's try it for real this time. Because look, this is clearly a road roll. This is clearly going to crush us. Alright. Trying to do the slide is a little bit weird in this control scheme. I'm not sure if it's because I'm using like an analog stick. It just feels a bit less precise than I'd like. I could. But the problem with that is, that would mean having to use the Xbox D-pad. I think the Xbox D-pad was actually just made by, like, Satan to make everyone miserable. It's the worst D-pad ever. I hate it. This does not feel good to you. There it is! There it is! I knew he'd be coming after us sooner or later. Oh, right, they follow us now. Kind of forgot I did that. This was came out of some of the 3D games, so they never got the D-pad right. It's astonishing, like, D-pads are like, you would think are the easiest thing in the world to get right, and yet somehow, Microsoft found a way to fuck it up. Damn it. This is conspicuous. Oh, hello there! Okay, I won't do that. Could be worse, could be a Wiimote. I will push back on that slightly. The Wii Remote is very good for certain games. Not many. Not many. But on the games where the Wii Remote is good, it is like a really good controller. I will say that, like, the Wii Remote is probably the best way to play, well, I just jumped into that, what a buffoon. Oh, I'm right back here, dang it. Yeah, I will say that, in my opinion, the Wii Remote is, like, the best way to play Metroid Prime. Like, that is one of the rare cases where the Wii Remote actually adds to the experience rather than detracts from it. And I was having this conversation with someone the other day, actually, how the Wii has, like, some good games on it, but the weird thing about the Wii's library is that most, not all, but most of the games on the Wii that are good games are good besides the fact they're Wii games, not because they're Wii games. Like, most of the good games on the Wii would be better on a different console. I will say, like, again, Metroid Prime with a Wii Remote actually controls really nicely. Like, it's actually a very nice experience. Right, I actually played the Wii in like a real long time though. I remember the last time I played on the Wii. I think it was Mario Galaxy actually, funny enough. Oh wait, you follow. He did follow us. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting all cut off all these flipping controls. I should really just be forcing to change. I should really just be forcing to change. Uh-oh. Wow, I am just... This is like comedically awful. I mean, we got through it, just... We're on 0 lives. On 1 life, okay. Yeah, we're going to take damage to save time. I mean, that is true. That is true. Although we are just going to die in a moment, I think. Oh, that's awful. I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't slow down on that. We'll just walk into it and die. I think I'm just going to reset to just get our life back again, honestly. Like, we haven't even got to 1 checkpoint yet. I don't want to try and do the whole thing on 1 life. The convincing argument for why lives aren't a great thing, by the way, just saying. Just a reset button that just gave us 3 lives, but first back at the start level would be quite nice. Don't the Wii U, honestly, don't double screen doesn't act much, easy. God, the Wii U. Man. Trying to think of what the Wii U had going for it. I have a Wii U. I barely played it though. Like of all my consoles I've bought, I think that was the worst one I ever bought. Like I had it and like barely used the bloody thing. Xenoblade X. I never got Xenoblade X. Hate these gabules. Alright, we actually need the guy to come down. Yeah, I was interested in Xenoblade X, and then I heard that apparently the mechs are actually like a fairly small part of the game. Like, supposedly you don't get the mech until you're like several hours into the game. And I'm just like, well, at that point I'm not really too bothered, frankly. Like, the mech was the only thing from the trailer that I was interested in. But you don't get the mech for most of the game, that's kind of like, well, I'm not really too worried about that now. Come on, could you... There we go. Alright, got achievement for destroying 10 enemies with special weapons. Nice. Blocking especially. You get the mechs halfway through the game, but also you open up a lot of exploration with them. See, that's the other problem. I don't like exploration. I don't really don't think I say, but I don't like games where like a good amount of it is just like exploration for exploration's sake. Like I like an objective. Come on. Like I like an objective to have. I know it's not necessarily like that core of a thing, but I like it when a game tells me, hey, you're gonna go here, you're gonna do this. I'm like, okay, excellent, wonderful. I like unambiguous instructions. It's why I like Gunpla. Because Gunpla is just like, yeah, you get a box of cool stuff. You open it up, you just follow these instructions, you'll get a robot. It's great. Open world games are just like, usually my kryptonite. The only one that I've played that I haven't disliked was Infinity Nikki. And even then, that's because it's kind of like, you know, the questing is not by any means the focus of that game. How ambiguous. Like, I don't mind if they give us like an objective, like, don't tell us exactly where we're going, like if the map hasn't like an exact marker I can live with it, but personally I prefer it when they do. Like, I like to know exactly where I'm going, so I can look at it and say, okay, this is gonna take me this long to get to, or, you know, risk assessment, you know? If the game just says vaguely, like, oh yeah, go here and do this, without any indication of where this is, or where here is, I'm gonna die. It gets on my nerves a lot of the time. It is covering the telltale go here paper game, so it becomes so racist. Become the toddler. Yeah, so like, I'm trying to think of an example that's happened recently. Actually, you know what? There's a good example in FF8, when we're doing FF8, when it says go and look for the white seed ship. Like, break that into goals that I can meaningfully act upon. Ah, dang it. Yeah, we only have one hit left, that's not too surprising. Okay, we're right here at least, that's good. Because I remember with that game, like, it said go look for the white, like, an NPC in the game, a character, literally said to Scroll, hey, let's go and look for the white seed ship. At which point we discovered that the objective was in fact not to look for the white seed ship, but was in fact to go into the infirmary and talk to someone there so that we get the idea to go and talk to a deer who will then tell us where the white seed ship is. Only at that point can we actually go and find the white seed ship. Like, that's not even really exploration, that's just like how you meant to figure that out without a guide. If I get into Lana, it's the opposite of what am I doing. Oh, it's what am I doing? You don't make your own objectives and you don't make your own notes. There's only a handful of times that the game allows her to read HP. Exactly, yeah. And that's the thing. I am well aware Lana would not be my kind of game, and I'm fine with that. Not every game is for everyone, and I am perfectly fine with that being the case. One of my friends absolutely loves the kind of... I'm not sure what the genre you would call this. Oh my god, this guy's here as well? That's horrifying. But like, yeah, how did I get past this guy so quickly? That's pretty crazy. But you know, like the Dwarf Fortress kind of genre of games? I don't know what you would define that as. He is obsessed with those kind of games. Like, he's playing one right now, I forget what it's called. And like, I look at this game and just like, this looks like not at all interesting to me. I would never enjoy this. Good for him that he enjoys it though. Colony simulators, that's the word, that's the term, yeah. Alright. You know what, I forgot we had that. We should maybe try that next time. Yeah, those kind of colony simulator games, not at all my thing. Could not be less interested in them if I physically tried. But he loves them. And that's great, you know? Okay, let's keep this ready for dealing with the wall. That works. Because of all of our ammo for it, but sure. Second, of course there's a second one, why would there not be? Okay, that works. Just machine gun in the face. Okay. Alright, it was actually far less difficult to deal than I thought it would be. I remember what you do, you punch. Dang it, should have speed under you. Bit nerd. Hello here, I can have it is pretty amazing. Problem is yeah, exactly, yeah. The other thing I don't like with the power gear is it feels like some of the weapons in this game are very much balanced around the idea that you are only ever using them with the power gear. Oh, that Gabriel just left, that's fine. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this at all. Okay, that was actually not too bad. Wait, if that kills him? Did we figure that out last week and I forgot it, or did we not get that far? I don't remember. I also need to remember that these Flamin Joes will get out. We on lives? We've got one life left. Let's have a peek at what's behind this boss door before we commit to an E-tank. Okay. I'm gonna hunch. We'll still don't take damage, but you know. If I thought say he was going to open at some point, I guess that's not on the agenda. Alright, I guess we actually do have to be a bit more proactive here. Hopefully he doesn't get back yet. I will have a double gear one day, and then I will probably die immediately afterwards. Let's try speed gear up and see if he gets being shot. He does, in fact, open to being shot. Okay. We have, unfortunately, also completely exhausted our gears. That's... Okay, let me see if this is... This looks like it could work. Yeah, that's working. Not fast enough. Oh. Oh god, okay. Okay, we're doing this now. Sure. Too slow. You know what? I'm gonna E-tank this. They're there for a reason, and that reason is to use. Oh, that's different. Bombs? You want them? He ate it. What the heck? Robo Vor? Sure, why not? I saw that coming. E-tank. And now we're using these E-tanks like really recklessly, but the game's given us so many bolts, we may as well be using them. Good enough. It's not the cleanest clear you've ever seen, but it is a clear. That's not making nice moaning when he gets it. Look, we're not here to robo kink shame, okay? If getting hit is what makes Mega Man's Metal Gear go Solid Snake, we're not allowed to judge him for it. It's his body, his choice. Can we let's go back to Dr. Wily's lab. Let's refill our E-tank situation.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Ta-da! Oh, are you sure?
I mean, I make them so cheap, we really might as well, right?
Are you sure? Ta-da! Are you sure? Ta-da!
Not his body, someone else's boyfriend. But it was given to him. It's like a gift. Once you get given something, you can do whatever you like with it. Can't judge him for that. I'm gonna judge him though because we're gonna just jump down a pit first opportunity we get. Because we are on 0 lives and I am not gonna do this first time probably. There's a pit when you need one. Wait, what? Oh, is this the boss rush level? Okay, yeah, let's just run into one of these and we'll just die. Zodon! Rose of Red, Rise of Blue, I summon 2 send attached too! Zodon, thank you for the sub, welcome and having a good evening. Don't mind me, we're just gonna kind of run into this guy's face because we want to reset our lives. Also, I called it last week, I said Yomi would love this guy. Hold on, I actually showed it to Yomi. I want to see what Yomi reacted to him. Let me have fun with what she said. One sec. I want to read you guys the exact thing. Okay, yeah. So I sent, immediately after stream last week, I sent Tundra Man to Yomi. And I just said, I need to show you this guy. Yomi's reaction to this, all caps. Holy shit, yes, recruit, befriend, smash. So yes, I had a feeling that Yomi would like Tundra Man and I was correct. Alright, let's try it again. With actual life success though. She hates ice skaters then. Why would she hate? Oh, now we get the lives, sure. Alright, I have no idea which of these was which. We know that obviously Tundra Man is the bottom left inner side, so let's start from the top left and work our way around. Is it Blockman? It's Blockman! Okay, let's knock his block off with the Sea Blast. The Sea Blast. The Sea Blast? Really? That's a... What is this? Wait, is this weapon actually kind of bad? Okay, it does stick to his face, but it also sticks to his bombs. Max Sea Blast, dang it! See, this is why I love you guys, because, you know, some VTubers would say Sea Blast, and people would use it to talk about something else. You guys see Sea Blast and just immediately go to level 2 Earthling, so that's why you guys are the best community. Oh, we're actually kind of dying here, aren't we? We use all of our blasts. I don't think we'll do that. Could you have some chill, please, sir? There we go. Jeez. Yeah, I still don't like Blockman. Fuck Blockman. I like his design, okay, but fuck his fight. Annoying little shit. Right, Acid Man. So this was Blockman. Let's get our block dropper out. Yeah, he just hates this. Acid Man hates this one weird... Oh, right, he does that. There we go, much easier. See, Blockman, why couldn't you subscribe to the I melt when you look at me funny with my weakness school of level design? Okay, so I think this would be Blast Man here, based on how we've been doing, so it'd be Torch Man. No, it's Impact Man. Which means it is a barrier. A barrier? Yeah, I guess it is, sure. Oh, the split. Don't care. We're using the E-Tank. If the game didn't want us to use E-Tanks, they wouldn't give us a billion of the buggers. There we go. I don't even think we needed that. I think we took no damage afterwards, but it's fine. From this point onwards, Mega Man isn't fighting what he thinks he is. He got hit by Acid Man's up an LSD splash. It's just drugs. It's like in Tactical Breach with the Necromedic. She just throws drugs at people. That's all it is. Okay, so Impact Man, the Bounce Man. I feel bad for Bounce Man, and I feel like his existence must be a perpetual state of suffering. I don't know, I just feel like there's no way that this entity can be existing comfortably in any environment. That he literally can't walk, and Dr. Wily finds it hilarious. This is canonical. Damn it, Dr. Wily. Oh, literally walked into that. It's fine. Only takes 3 hits to pop a balloon. I do say I like that they have the I love that the health thing spawns here and not in the boss room, because I definitely remember getting cheated out of that a couple of times. Oh, Bazman was a woman. I thought it was it's helium! Oh my god, I didn't put that together. Okay, we spotted this guy last time, but let's actually see what the bounce ball does. There we go, that's pretty good. We did busted him on the first clear, but that makes things a lot easier. Anything you got on my house to form Wily is, damn, Mega Man beat these guys already, because I'll rebuild them and sit down again for 11 days. Exactly, yeah, he's very committed to his bits. Right, well, I guess we'll use this now, but Thunder Man.
Now, start the music.
He is fabulous, I love him.
I'm like a rose, frozen in ice. Elegant.
Oh, dang it. I was trying to jump and aim downwards, which doesn't work. That's not how that works. Thunder Man is literally called a freeze man. Freeze all of the coins for a master already. I think he might be my favourite Ice Theme master. I agree with that. Thunder Man. Such a twig as well. I love him. He is great. I love him. He's fantastic. It's like if Pegasus became a robot master.
Prepare yourself to feel the heat. Torch jutsu.
Anyway, just, oh, I think I should kill him. There we go, that'll do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not complaining for it. I didn't realise we'd be getting through the Wily stages this quickly. I'd realised I would have probably just powered through last week. I actually didn't really get stuck a lot longer than we have. I guess I didn't really kind of realise how many E-tanks we'd accumulated or how many bolts. There we go. Right. Easy done. It's getting vomit items on you with bolts. Oh, not even a boss after it. Okay. You know, I actually kind of respect that. It's kind of nice for the break. Is vomit items on you with bolts like nobody business. There's no way you capture Mega Man 7 where you use making get. Yeah, I guess so.
The reactor's running unusually.
Okay, Mega.
I mean, we're gonna still restock on everything, because why would we not? But
Are you
like,
sure?
I almost feel slightly bad that we have.
Are you sure? Ta-da! Looks like you can't. Are you
Oops.
sure?
There we go.
Ta-da! Oh,
I gotta say, I love the auto charge. I think that's like, that might be my favorite new addition to the game, honestly. It's not as good as like the Arrow Buster, but like it's pretty good. Just to be able to just, you know, not have to charge manually. It's also a lot less annoying, like the fully charged animation isn't as obnoxious. That would make E-Tank mad about lots of infinite healing. It's like that, so that one fight in Undertale. He's got infinite healing, but he can't do any damage to you. But he's just gonna keep you there forever. The door doesn't open until he dies, and he's got infinite healing. This is very ominous. Fuck. Okay, well, shoutouts to iframes, I guess. Man, this must make getting to work in the morning a real pain for anyone that works in this Wily base. Sorry I'm late, the moving walkways on the windy platform area got hung up again. Leaves on the track or something, apparently, I don't know. I don't know how you get leaves in here. Oh, that's horrifying. What am I gonna do here? I thought we could jump onto that. It looked like there was like a platform we could jump onto, but maybe not. Did I just miss a path I wasn't paying attention to? I could have done White Man comic is where he realizes When Wily realizes Mega Man take Orc Masters, so he makes all Pigment Masters his big tiny baby scissors. That's really funny. You know, we haven't had a Paper Man yet, have we? We've had Rockman and Cutman. We've not had a Paper Man. That feels like they should have done that at some point. No idea what it would do. Like, I can't imagine it being any good, but you know. Could have complete trifecta. With Maz as close as we've got, yeah. Or I could see an Origami Man being a thing. I could definitely see that. He, like, throws origami cranes at you or some shit. I could genuinely see that one. Yeah, maybe we could shoot the thing then. We'll try that. We may just jump off. I'm so confused by what we're actually intended to do here, and I'm annoyed that we have to go through this whole rigmarole every single time. Can you just jump off? I guess so. And we feel like we had the best. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's the sort of design thing. Was like you should have a moment to teach a player when you might want to do this. Because I don't think there's ever been a blind jump of faith in this game yet. Also, I'm standing by I'm not, like, defending being bad at the game, because, you know, God knows if I needed to defend myself in that regard, like, I'd be here all day. In my defense, though, that wall of spikes really does look like you can jump on the middle one, and the other two are in the back there. It really does look that way. Go ahead here. I don't even need these platforms for most of this, actually. Alright, let's just jump off and see what happens. Oh yeah, you just jump off. Okay, fair enough. Sure. Why not? That's ominous looking. But I won't be relevant.
Ah, Mega Man, congratulations are in order. Congratulations to me, that is. My double did it all the work.
You do have a point this time. We did kind of steal it.
Show yourself! I won't let you get away with all this!
Just try and stop me if you think you can.
But I think I can.
End of the line, Mega Man.
Oh, I love the little gear drone blades.
Speed gear! Fire!
Oh, okay, sure. Ah.
Can't take the heat! Speed gear!
Ah. Okay. I'm thinking maybe the attack might be what we need here. Maybe because you land a hit. Oh yeah, that seems to do pretty decent.
Can't take the heat.
Ah, this time. Oh, you just threw the Wily symbol at me. Okay. Why not? I'm not sure if this actually is a weakness. It seems to do okay. You know what? That does okay. Actually, it does nothing. Wait. Double gear. Ready tank. I remembered the thing. Yeah! I did the thing for the very last hit.
Genius prevails.
Oh boy, we're doing this again, aren't we? Gonna want a surprise. That was I'm thinking maybe like the bounce ball, maybe. Nope. Nope. Alright, of that. Nope. What, brother? That's the one. It's the acid shield. I think. And E-tank. And W-tank. Why not? At least the acid shield might not be like the better pin in the game, but at least it's usable. Like at least you get a pew pew gun for it. He killed himself on the acid shield. Didn't even hit him, you just ran your face into me and died.
Give up, Wily.
You leave me no choice.
Oh.
Time for plan B.
As an actual final boss? Speed kid to jump back.
So bad. Mercy, Mega Man.
Enough! You can't fool me that easily.
Drat. But don't act so cocky. I didn't lose to you. I lost to my own technology, my double gear.
He's kind of not wrong though.
Greatest. I'm a genius.
Like, we beat him because of his own technology.
My, will you never learn from your mistakes?
Light. What are you doing here? You
I wonder if he has different
traitorous.
dodges. You know, that'd be interesting if that was the
Open
case.
your eyes, Wily. Look at Mega Man and tell me what you see.
I don't think Wily can do that. I mean, I think he'd be up in the age rating of this game if he was honest about it.
He is the instrument of my downfall.
And Dr. Wily, yeah, how did Dr. Wily get here? He's just here now.
Has tremendous power.
He just walked
He
in.
has the intelligence to use it wisely. He's your vision and mine combined. If our ideas, our gears could mesh together, Mega Man would be the
I
result.
really want to see that thing in the background spinning to see if it's physically possible. I'm sure it probably isn't.
Late Albert, atone for your crimes and join me again.
Silence! My plans have only just begun, you fool! And I won't stop until I see both of you kneeling before me in utter defeat!
Hold it!
I must go now. My life needs me.
Remember this! Dr. Wily always strikes again! Farewell!
Wily!
My old friend, perhaps our gears will never mesh together.
Yes, Dr. Light, we get it. The game's gear
Doctor,
themed.
the fortress is collapsing! Ah! I've been searching all over the place for it!
Also, why are you here?
Ah, Otto! Did you succeed?
I'm like 90% sure you physically don't fit through half these hallways.
Am I saying so? I think it's about time we blew this joint! Dr. Light, follow me!
You know, last week we realized that Mega Man in one of the forms has a handle on his forehead. Otto has one on his stomach, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Oh wow, yeah, I kind of forgot Rush Tail was a thing. We like never needed it. Oh, that's just it? I mean, I know the game, I'm not surprised the game's over. It's kind of, that's like a weird kind of line to end on. Huh. Here's Mega Man with defeat Wily's gears, and he just hands Mega Man Snake Eyes Fire King. Wily just shows up like, you fool, Mega Man! You're still playing that deck? You're no match for the power of my full power Fiendsmith! What's the VTuber? Thank you for the raid! Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Helm-Chan, the perfectly memorial made. Hope you're all wonderfully evening tonight, and welcome on in. We're just finishing up our Mega Man 11. We only have a little bit to take care of this week, and I'll be honest, there was less of it than I thought there was. I kind of thought we'd be a little bit longer here, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't plan around this properly. Oops. But welcome and everyone, wonderful believe in yourself, having a great evening yourselves. Hope your own stream went well, of course, and if you need to go and do post-stream aftercare, I totally understand, but thank you for the raid, I really do appreciate it. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's Mega Man 11 done. I guess the last laugh in terms of Creation Zero, the Maverick virus is doing after all, thus meaning he's entirely the fault for most Mega Man X's problems. So, if this is like a massive spoiler, then I don't want to know because I've not actually played any X games and that is on my list of things we are going to be doing. Because why did he show up at all in the X games? I know there are holograms of Dr. Light, because he gives you the Hadoken. But does Wily himself show up? As references, okay. I've also streamed it. Yeah, you guys, take care of yourselves. Thank you for the raid again, I appreciate it. Not exactly, but you know physical appears. Ah, okay, that's fair. Can we skip this? We can. Is there a post? Okay, I was gonna say there must be that'd be a post-credit scene.
Mega Man reporting home.
Right on time, Mega.
That's it! Look! Guys! It wasn't worth doing the post-credit screen for 2 lines! Oh, okay, there's more post-credit
At the rate
screens.
we're going, we should have all 8 robots back on their feet by dinner time.
Doctor, did you install Mega's double gear system into auto?
I did. I'll remove it later, of course, just as soon as Otto's done working.
So this is why you came all the way to the Gear Fortress.
Steal more of Wily's
Yes.
shit!
We were able to recover all their primary components, so they should be just like new. It would be a shame to let their talents go to waste when there's still so much good they can do.
Isn't this great, Mega?
You bet.
Otto, you're slowing down. Why don't you pick up the pace?
Oh, cut him some slack, look what he's carrying!
If I go any faster, you'll be picking up my pieces.
Ah, that's a nice splash art. And of course, Thunderman is being fabulous over there. Alright, well, I guess we'll save. Is there a gallery? Let's find out. That's like you look at the system for a timer that past that expiration date. That is true. That is one of the things about Mega Man's setting that's kind of fucked up.
I strongly believe...
This is the intro. The fact that there is just, you know... Canonically, they just kill robots after a certain date. That's fucked up. A gallery here. There's the gallery. Maybe we'll do a couple of challenges. Let's have a look at what we got. So we got... Oh, they're not artworks. That's fine. So these guys were called lyrics, apparently. Fuck these guys. But I mean... Location, Blockman Stage, and others. Yeah, others, indeed. I didn't like this guy. This guy was... Wait, is it? What does this button do? Oh, just hides it? Okay. Sure. Yeah, these guys I thought were kind of annoying. This feels like... Okay. You know how whenever a new console comes out, especially a Nintendo console, but, you know, other consoles as well, there'll always be, like, the first handful of games for that console will really lead into just showing off every fucking gimmick the console has, regardless of how good they are for the gameplay. Like, early DS games, they'd use the touchscreen, they'd use the microphone, if it didn't make sense. This is what this reminds me of. This is the Mega Man equivalent of that. This is, we've got a new gimmick in this game, and we're going to put this enemy here to make you engage with it. Unfortunately for the game, I'm very dumb. It didn't work on me. This guy looks kind of cool. I like the idea that this guy's got utility as being a platform. That's a fun bit of design. Can never go wrong with the Mets. Although, with the exact angle that this Met is at, he is kind of pogging. Hey, credit, I like a lot of the backstories about this. It's nice like the bit of backstory. And I would have liked some, like, proper art. You know, design art would have been nice, but it's nice we can get a good look at them. Airstone, well, I really went up all night thinking of that one. These guys! I think these guys was only like 1 or 2 stages yet. These guys were jerks. Designed to attack Mega Man, but for some reason always runs away instead. Okay. I love these... Wait, Electriri? Huh? This is a telly, right? Like... Were they officially called tellies in English, or did they butcher this localization? Like, it's obviously meant to be like Electelli, but they put R's in it for some reason. I'm not gonna lie though, I said it before. The little spikes on top of the little prongs make this design amazing. In Japan, it's pronounced Terry. Oh, okay. So it's one of those kind of like unofficial localization things. I see. Batons, fuck these guys. Never like batons. Although actually, I'll give batons a pass because they're a bit more easy to deal with block bounce weapon. This was pretty cool. Little drone guy. Press Don. Or like Batoff. I do like this guy. It only catches you off guard once, but it's very funny when it does. Like, I don't think anyone expected the way this thing attacks, and I think that's kind of great. I feel like it's a bit of a stretch to call as an enemy. Wait, it can be destroyed? Oh, I just assumed this was a hazard. I just assumed this couldn't be damaged. Okay, well, rip me, I guess. Yeah, apparently a bounce ball just destroys it, huh? Same for this one. Yeah, they don't look like enemies, do they? They look like hazards. I like this guy. This guy's cool. This drink vendor robot has had its soda replaced with a flammable oil. That's amazing. You say it would have been a lot... Yeah, exactly. If I knew that, yeah, it would have been a lot easier. Shimobe. I'm trying to work out, like, there's obviously... I'm guessing this just doesn't translate well and that was like a pun. So I'm not getting why they're called that. Active robot using a hero shows an evil foot soldier. If someday playing the hero always tries to look its best as the heroes beat it up. Color IT. Tries me empty on the inside. Sniper Joe! Okay. Real talk. If we're gonna get across a spin-off Mega Man game, I want a spin-off Mega Man game about Sniper Joes. I want to play like an entire game of just a squad of Sniper Joes. I don't even know what kind of game I'd want it to be. Like, maybe it could be a platformer and they all play wildly differently, so some paths are only accessible to some. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to play it. The game be called Sniper Joe's Perfectly Normal Adventure. Yes, absolutely. I think it's because it also looks a bit like a gym. You know, it's got like the shield is a bit Gundam-esque. It's got like a visor with a... It's like a gym cross with a Zaku, actually. It's got like the mono eye going on in it. I've always loved the Sniper Joe design. I think it's just peak Mega Man enemy design. Sniper Armor D. More like Sniper Armor D's nuts! Got him. Sorry. I'm sorry, it's something I'm trying to get better on. It's a reflex. I can't help it. It's called Spider! Spider! Ach nein! Die Spider ist hier! Mini Spider! Wily is German. That's true! God, I don't know. These enemies were a pain in the ass, but knowing they're called Mini Spiders made me like them a lot more. I mean, this guy was cool. Each spot... Hold on. It's nerd time. Each spurt of toxic chemicals it launches at Mega Man is exactly 2,000 milliliters. That means every spurt of chemical is exactly 2 liters. That means that the syringe on its head is probably 2 liters in capacity. I'm calling bullshit. 2 liter bowls are way bigger than that. Shield attacker. I like the design for the shield attacker here of like how they rotate. That's a very cool take on it. Rather than just like turning around, you know. Shield attacker M is just blue now. Droppy. Oh, it's a cleaning bot. He's kind of cute. Did we really need to? Okay, hold on. I want to read this because there's got to be a joke here somewhere, I reckon. A cleaning robot that keeps the inside of the chemicals spick and span. Chemical pipes spick and span. Anything besides its trash gets hauled away for disposal on piles that can reach impressive heights. An upgraded model of Droppy, also launched by a Cyclone W. Twice the cleaning power and twice as long-lasting compared to Brand X. Its power brush can remove even the toughest robot grease. Wiwee! This the ultimate weapon in the war on dirty pipes. Once this is launched by a Cyclone W, no dirt is safe. It may hurt to be taken out by a Wiwee, but at least it'll leave your armor sparkling clean. Scrap. Again, I feel like this didn't need to be called an enemy. Like, we can just assume he's the guy for sure. Wiwee, he's Wiwee. He's bored, he's intense. This robot was designed to set a wintry mood by simulating snow and charming all who sees it. However, it tends to knock into people when the wind picks up. There have been complaints. Okay, I had to read some of these. These are quite good. Ice Swan. This avian surveillance robot bombs intruders with lumps of ice. When the ice shatters into spiky shards, watch out. Kind of a cool design. Okay, Snow Robot is great. I love Snow Robot. He is friend-shaped. I don't know why he's so egg-shaped, but he is friend egg-shaped. Another winter simulation robot. This one looks like a gentle rabbit bounding through the snow. It was designed with impressive jump legs to help it navigate the deep snow and ice. To be fair, if I was a little floating eyeball with no means of propulsion or anything, I would bump into people too. Very true. Alright, let's go! Wild Robot, a robot for forest simulations. This robot was designed to educate campers. Since it's supposed to simulate a wild animal in the woods, it was designed with more natural colours than other models. Mash Burner. A kitchen assistant robot that can heat hot plates or boil water with the flames from its head. Hit it once to turn off the flames and again to make it explode. Safe to ride it when switched off. Pate Pakan? Something like that. This stalwart guardian robot can rest safely behind its shield, knowing itself to be impervious to frontal attack. Too bad it can't fire back at the same time. I tell you it's Japanese for shield. Ah! I see. Lamper. A lantern robot designed to give campers the feel of the great outdoors. Rather than harsh fluorescent light, it burns gas for an authentic flame. Not at all dangerous. I like it as an owl though. Owls are great. Tank Oven. A camp cooking robot that specializes in hot pots. Now upgraded for battle by Dr. Wily, it's piloted by a potato-shaped robot that fires carrot bombs. Oh, it's a potato! I did not realize it was a potato. For some reason, I thought it was like a mole. I don't know why. Knowing that it's a potato, I love it now. This is just the airstone again, but now it's fire. Mini Sparky, baby. Made to resemble a miniature Sparky the barbecue turkey. These robots follow Sparky around as if it really is their mother, as innocent as they look. I.e. not at all. Pickman! Man, I feel bad for Pickman. Like, he's a man. He's a Pickman. He's a robot master, clearly, but he's reduced to a regular enemy. High performance construction robot was created by bolting a body onto a metal. Since it has lost its perfect defense, it instead attacks enemies on sight. Missile cone. I kind of like these. This is kind of cool. This robot works as a safety inspector on construction sites, but it's also equipped with missiles for discouraging intruders. Sometimes it blows up supply trucks by mistake. Oops. I love Arc Weldy. Arc Weldy is great. I would buy a model kit of Arc Weldy. Sometimes it commits murder. Oops. Yeah, I love Arc Weldy. He's so cute. Look at him. He's such a friend. This welding robot has a slightly cheaper CPU, so it tends to weld anything nearby if it's unattended. However, you can't help but wonder about that sad look in his eyes. Aww. Oh, I want to take him home. I want to pet him. I want an Arc Weldy of my own. Look at him. He's just doing his job. Kuichiro, oldest of the Impact Brothers. A straight shooter who never fails to drive his point home. Kuichiro takes control when the three brothers combine to form Impact Man. Wait, Impact Man's a combiner? I assumed they were like three parts that just flew off. The middle child of the Impact Brothers, Kuichiro, lacks decisiveness and tends to look to his brother Kuichiro for instructions. Luckily, those instructions are just hit things. Kuisaburo, the youngest Impact brother, but the most responsible after Kuichiro. He always makes time for poor maintenance, so his spike is constantly spotless, shiny, and sharp. Enter pun, itchy knee, and itchy knee. What? Oh, G, right. Because Japan has like 15 billion ways to count things, right? Gabules! Fuck the Gabules! Fuck the Gabules, we hate Gabules. All my homies hate Gabules. Canoper, I do not remember this. Oh, I remember these guys now. They're in, Bounce Man stage, right? But yeah. Just a counter propeller. These guys were like surprisingly annoying. automatically slices intruders from difficult to reach places on walls and ceilings. Luckily, it doesn't have a great aim, but it can still be a nuisance, that's for sure. Bundy Balloon. Programmed sold for lost kids at Boing Boing Park. This camera bot usually sticks to surveillance. The balloons that hold up have pretty heavy armor, so it's a wonder how they stay aloft. Boing Boing Park sounds like somewhere that kids shouldn't be allowed to go to. I'm just saying, if I had a child, I don't think I'd want them going to somewhere called Boing Boing Park. Oh, it's you! The you monster. Robot, rather. Tosanizer V. A robot created for the sole purpose of stopping people jumping across pits. Its detachable hands come in sponge and metal varieties. It always uses the metal ones. Fuck this guy in particular. I don't like this thing, it makes me uncomfortable. An exercise robot that can bounce around thanks to the thick, tough rubber protecting its inner body. It can fall off the roof of Boing Boing Park and not take any damage. It's tried. I feel like there's a lot to unpack here. So, okay, the first part here is it's tried. Does that mean that Boyon exists in such a constant sense of suffering that it actively tries to end itself and it physically cannot? That's like the obvious objection here, you know, like this is the obvious thing to complain about. I want to address the fact this is, quote, an exercise robot. In what capacity is this an exercise robot? Now I can think of a couple ways. It could be that the idea is that you throw it like a ball and like kick it around. Or yoga balls. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Kasky. Why do we then need to give it a mouth and eyes? What purpose is there for it to have a mouth and eyes? Look, all I'm not saying Dr. Wily needs to be investigated, but I am saying we should probably at least cut one Boyon open to make sure they do not have recording devices in them. That's all I'm saying. Oh, they also come in different colours. A cheaper version of a Boyon. Its rubber coating is thinner and more easily pierced, but Pump Master... This is not real. This is not fucking real. You're telling me at Boing Boing Park there is someone called Pump Master K? You don't know about Pump Master K? I guess not. No, I guess I'm not in the know about the Pump Master K lore. Master of Pump. I'm done. I'm fucking done! What? It's called Air Nut! So, we've had Boing Boing Park, Pump Master K, and now Air Nut. He Pump Master on my Boing Boing until he Air Nut or something? I don't know. I don't know. There's something here. I'm not smart enough to put it together. There's nothing to do with it on an enemy in Mega Man Zero saying purple no. See, that's clearly they're trying to be dumb though. I feel like, well, maybe they're trying here as well. It's really hard to tell with Mega Man, I feel sometimes. Like, do they know what they're doing with Pump Master K and Boing Boing Park and Air Nut, or is this just me being ruined because the internet exists? Like, Purple Nurple, you clearly are being goofy about it and having a bit of fun. I don't know. I'm not sure. Totemer. Say back to normal things. That's to normal enemies. Guarding robot tasked with protecting Blockman's precious structures. The ancient-looking glyphs carved into its surface are actually a fictional language invented by Blockman. Wow, Blockman's a giant nerd. Okay, Dreadspark is pretty cool. I actually think that those are probably... This might be my favourite mini-boss from the game. I liked how the mechanics for it were. Also, it's kind of cool. I like how he's like dancing. A robot that stays in the heart of the power relay station and delivers power whenever it's needed. It's dreadlock-like power cables combined with cool shades give it the unintended look of a reggae master. I like they just leans it was like, yeah, I know, let's dance. Drill Twins 1 and 2. This was also a pretty cool fight. It felt like it went on a long while, but that might just be me not quite understanding what I'm doing. But Spark is dope. I love when you kill it, its goggles break, you see its cartoon eyes saying, yeah! Cyclone W, the granddaddy of chemical cleaning robots, with its 4 mighty brushes that can scour an acid lamp clean in 20 seconds flat. Also features attachments for smaller brushes. Mecha Mamostal. This guy gave me a lot of trouble. A display robot used for showing off museum exhibits. It always keeps in mind the best angle to really wow the guests. The robot is actually the base, not the mammoth on top. We just let him control the exhibits now? Sure, why not? Sparky, the barbecue turkey. Mascot character of Torchman's campsite. Usually plays the part of the bird cooked up by Torchman over a campfire. Now it's doing the cooking. I just love that it's called Sparky the barbecue turkey. This is like when I first found out about Baguska the terribly tied tapir. I was told, hey Helm, you should play Baguska in your Trap Tricks deck. Baguska the terribly tied tapir. And I said, I will do that. Not because you told me to, because it's good, but because his name is Baguska the terribly tied tapir. Pickman Digger. These heavy diggers are issued only to the most trusted veteran worker robots on Impact Man's construction sites. All the other Pickmans look up to the drivers of these splendid machines. Yeah, but it's just Earth Machine. This is Pump Master K. So the frog balloon is piloted by Pump Master K. The law. The famous mascot of Bounce Man's athletic center, Boing Boing Park. If it breaks down, Pump Master K will be there to fix it up right away. Unfortunately, its eyes are a little scary and often makes kids cry. No, I could never cry. Look at it, it's so friend-shaped. I would buy this. Pump Master... Kara! Okay, that makes much more sense. That makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry, Frog Balloon is the best. You can't change my mind. Blockman! Oh, let me do his voice lines.
Solid job getting here. You're just another brick in the wall.
Oh, we got like a lot of dialogue. 49 dialogue lines. Blockman was designed to specialize in building the outer walls of major projects. He's always secretly dreamed of building a vast structure that recreates the bygone age of pyramids and temples. Ever full of energy, he keeps the robots on his site working full tilt. The only problem being that he sometimes loses his temper with his labourers, but when his labourers can't keep up with him. Blockman often works together with Impact Man, and the two are often seen going to an oil bar to share a drink after a long day of construction. Fuse Man's job is to manage and fine-tune... Actually, let's go about other designs. Let's just go through the designs and we go through as well. So Blockman here, design-wise, pretty good. I kind of wish they'd leaned a little bit more into the block motif, like... I guess it would have been very hard to not just make him Stone Man version 2. I like his overall shape though, he's not bad. He's pretty good. I do think it's quite cool that his whole form becomes the head of the big form. That's kind of cool. Fuse Man. Okay, so Fuse Man's design. I don't like it. I think he looks dumb. I'm not gonna say for sure that this would improve the situation, but personally, and I said this last week, I think Fuse Man's design would be a lot better if you removed one of the fuses and put the other one on his forehead like a unicorn horn. I think that would have looked a lot better. And I've got Electric Robot Master and Sparkman. I said, my number 9's... Oh yes, she's really good. Yeah, I really like her a lot. Fuse Man's the most heavily fused in Joker because he's also human-like. See, that's why I dislike him. I like the Robot Masters that are more human-like the least. Big pet peeve. I don't typically like when you give robots like human mouths, especially if the rest of their body is not human. Like, why does this guy have skin? He doesn't need skin. Anyway, Fuse Man's job is to manage and fine-tune power transformer stations. He's designed to handle massive electrical currents, but if he ever encounters a current that's too strong for him, the fuses on his head will blow, suffering from a critical overload. He's a crucial part of the city's power supply system, so he treats his job with a sense of responsibility and duty, putting speed above all else when a problem arises. Since his dangerous job keeps him alert and on edge 24/7, the only time he can let caution slide and just relax is when he's caring for his pet rabbit, What? His pet rabbit, what, eh? Some kind of what rabbit, perhaps? Look, I'm not saying every game is Yu-Gi-Oh, but every game is actually Yu-Gi-Oh. This looks as if Quipman's Boomman went through it. Yeah, it's not a good look. It looks very goofy. You know what? Actually, you know what a better way of doing this would have been? If you wanted to keep the two fuses, right? Alternative suggestions? Put them on his shoulders. Like, if they were cut out of his shoulders, I think they would have looked less goofy. Or align them parallel to his head and make them more like ears. You know, I'm not biased or anything, you know, not biased because I have ear antennae, not at all biased, but just saying, like, I think it would have been a better look. Blast Man! I don't know, I don't like this guy too much. Like, he reminds me a lot of that one character from Mega Man X that everyone hates. I think his name's Axel. I don't know, it's just very on the nose. I don't get blast from him. He's just a guy. Like, you could call this guy anything and I wouldn't argue with you. Like, you could say this is Flame. Well, no, we've used Flame Man. What's a word for fire we haven't used yet? Blaze Man? No, we had a Blaze Man, I think. Inferno Man. I don't think we've had an Inferno Man. You could tell me this was Inferno Man, I wouldn't argue with you. At least I don't, because there's nothing going. Yeah, there's nothing going on with him. He's just kind of there. I like the concept, though. Being a pyrotechnician, or in his word, an explosion artist who designs the explosive effects for movies and theme parks. You can provide any explosion the client needs, from cataclysmic blasts to shy little bangs. Make your own joke about a shy little bang here. At the time of the Wily incident, he was working on a new explosion-themed attraction for the theme park Flowerland. In his spare time, he writes a column for his favourite magazine, Boom Monthly. So a month that goes by, his explosive appears to blow the page to bits. We get it, he does explosions. Yeah, the stage was good. The stage was very good. Yeah, the explosion theme park was very cool. I'm a big sucker for, like, theme park themed levels and things. It's something I think's kind of underused. Acid Man, let's look at this design. He's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, I like him a lot. I really like him a lot. The only part of the design I don't like, that I could, like, take or leave, I would, you know, happily lose, would be funny enough, like, the droplet around his head. I don't quite get what that's meant to be. I guess the idea is just like, you know, it's like acid drips, but I think if you remove that, you'd have a much better design. But, I mean, it's still really good. The acid going through the pipes, the little kind of like rebreather. Very good limited color scheme, although I don't know why he's got like a slice of cheese on his crotch specifically. Don't think about that too hard. Yeah, very good design. Very good design. This cool guy pompadour. Wait, is it a pompadour? I don't think we can rotate them here. Yeah, I can't seem to rotate them, that's annoying. If it's a pompadour, I'll give it a bit more of a pass. Acid Man is a cutting-edge scientist robot whose field is in advanced chemistry. Ever the perfectionist, he ensures that all chemicals are measured out exactly. Sloppy mixing makes him absolutely furious. There's a joke here somewhere, I'm not making it. He never hesitates to leap into the chemical tanks to check the mixtures, in turn making him an excellent swimmer. His reputation has led the plant employees to call him the Acid Merman behind his back. And read the manufacturer name. The Massachusetts Institute of Robogy. Okay, hold on, I had to do the rest of these, hold on. So Blocker was made by Nakaume Heavy Machinery. It was ODA Electronics. BB Bomb Company. Okay. Tundra Man, we love Tundra Man. Tundra Man is great. The spotlights, it's genuinely, I think he's the best one in the game. I'm looking at the design, like, scrutinizing for something I don't like. I've got nothing. I have no notes. This is peak Robot Master design. Though Tundra Man was designed for land development and exploration in polar climates, he found a new obsession the first time he saw a TV ice skating championship. Since then, he has spent long years perfecting incredible ice skating techniques out on the polar ice flats. But since his audience is generally huskies, polar bears, and seals, he doesn't get many reviews. Tundra Man had a tougher-looking exterior when he was first sent to the North Pole, but he made some modifications to suit his graceful passion of ice skating. To him, the fact that his dazzling moves have been locked away at the North Pole and never witnessed is a crisis on the scale of global warming. Tundra Man eagerly awaits a day you can show off the world's exquisite skills. Very good, very good. No notes. He is fantastic. I love the lore as well, that he just rebuilt himself. Like, yeah, I want to be a skater. I want to rebuild myself. Fuck it. Torchman! Oh, who is he made by? He was made by Cossack Robot Laboratories, right! Dr. Cossack from Mega Man 3? I think Cossack was 3? 3 or 4, one of those. Torchman made by Subakuro Precision Machining. Torchman was designed as a camping advisor, teaching people about campfire safety. In his spare time, he ventures out into the wild to work on his very own martial art, Torch Jutsu. He started Torch Jutsu in order to train himself to keep his flames under control, since the slightest lapse in judgment can cause a dangerous flare-up. With his training incomplete, he still tends to flare up in moments of strong emotion. He gets particularly excited when it's time for the turkey roast, resulting in many a scorched bird. He once tried training by standing under a raging waterfall. The subsequent repairs took 3 months. I don't know how I feel about Torchman. Like, it's not a bad design. It kind of looks like the mouth guard he's got going on. He kind of looks like Fireman's big brother. I like that they have done like hand animation for the flames. I think that's a very good design here. I don't know, he's just a guy. I know that funnily enough, I know I said for Fuse Man that I think the shoulders would be good. I feel like for this guy, the shoulders don't quite work for me. I don't know. Maybe he would have been better if the flames were on his head, but then again, he would just be literally Fireman, I suppose, so I guess they had to try something different. I like that his face looks like a Muppet's. Little bit, you're not wrong. I like that he fits those boots. That's a nice little detail. Like, the detailing's fine. Like, it's not a bad design. He does. I guess it's an issue that's not unique to him. It's that thing where, again, a lot of different Fire Mega Man guys. You can call them anything, you know, and I wouldn't argue with you. Burner Man is my favorite one. Burner Man, let me remind myself of which one Burner Man is. Oh yes, Burner Man's Burner Man is peak. In fact, Burner Man has the unicorn horn going on with the burner. Yeah, just like I was saying with Torchman, Fuse Man should have. To smoke on it. Something like that could have worked. I don't know, I don't get, so like, it says he was a camping advisor. I don't get that out of him. Like, okay, I'm overthinking it obviously, but this character was not designed to be a camping advisor. You are never going to invent a robot who shoots fire out of his shoulders as a means to teach someone about campfire safety. That's more a fault on the lore than on the design. The design's fine. I don't hate it, I don't love it. He's like sort of middle of the road. Impact Man. Construction support robot built to withstand the toughest working conditions. Impact Man mainly works on the foundations of construction projects. His body is made up of 3 independent pile driver robots who call themselves the Impact Brothers: Kuiichiro, Kuijiro, and Kuisaburo. He never hesitates and always rushes into action. His motto is just push through, so once he's accepted a job, nothing can stop him from smashing through in record time. Usually Kuiichiro, the oldest of the Impact Brothers, take control when they're combined into Impact Man, but sometimes the youngest, Kuisaburo, steps in when his big bro is worn out. Meanwhile, Kuijiro is the unruly middle child and can't be trusted to take the reins. See, it's weird. I like combiners, and I like this design. But I actually like this design less knowing the lore of it, weirdly enough. I don't know, like, it feels like this isn't a Robot Master anymore. This is just like 3 robots that become a Robot Master, and I don't know, I'm just don't really feel the vibe from it. That said, I'm going to try to ignore that as we look at the design, and the design's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that he's got, like, you know, the mouth grill. The pile driver hands is very good. It's kind of got, like, the RX-78 nipples going on, like, you know, the chest vents. I'm still not quite sure why he needs a handlebar on his forehead. He hasn't even got a mouth there, so I don't know what you possibly use that for, but anyway. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a sort of like Gutsman alternative, which that's kind of a weird thing actually, because a few of these feel like they're just alternative versions of other guys. Like Blockman, this feels like Parallel Universe Stone Man. Fuse Man is just Parallel Universe Elect Man. Blast Man is Parallel Universe Napalm Man. I don't think Acid Man has a good equivalent. I guess if you made him blue, he'd be like Parallel Universe Spout Man. Thunder Man is unparalleled. He has no pairs. And Torchman again looks like Parallel Universe Flame Man. Huh. And yeah, Impact Man very much Guts Man analog. Doesn't make him worse. Just interesting thing to note. Boy, Bounce Man. Okay, try and find something nice to say about Bounce Man. I like his eyes. The black sclera with the yellow pupils is kind of nice. It kind of looks like a black mage. That's all I got. I'm sorry, I don't like this design. It does not look good. I mean, I think conceptually it was doomed from the start. Like a robot made of balloons, I think is just dumb. I haven't got a better way of putting it, I just think it's dumb. Since you said you'd be playing Mega Man best, probably. What about this design? Let's have a look-see. Oh, Magic Man! I like Magic Man. Magic Man's quite good. Magic Man... I like Magic Man. But it's one of those weird cases where I like Magic Man, but I also like the EXE version a lot in a different way. Magic Man EXE is very good at being like a mage or a wizard. But Magic Man, the Robot Master, is a lot better at being like stage magician. They're both very different takes, which I think is kind of neat. I think it's a good way of doing it differently. Can't take shows like can't take seriously. It's very over the top, but if you're gonna do like really over the top tacky designs, I think something like a stage magician is where you do it, you know? If you're gonna have a character that leans fully into their theme, their one thing that they do and nothing else, I think a stage magician is the place to do that. Okay, you know what? I found one other small thing I can say nice about Bounce Man. I like the texture on his body. It looks like he's filled with glitter, and that's kind of nice. Big Hero 6 is well the balloon robot thing. I have never seen Big Hero 6, fun enough. My entire knowledge of Big Hero 6 comes through playing through the world in Kingdom Hearts 3. And even then, by that point, I'd kind of checked out of Kingdom Hearts 3. I did not like that game, unfortunately. Anyway, let's see what the lore is of the Bounce Man. Bounce Man was developed as a crash test robot by his incredible stretching and bouncing abilities that him to become an instructor at the indoor athletics facility Boing Boing Park. Innocent and optimistic, he can't help bouncing around in joy no matter the situation. He tends to accidentally bounce into people and send them flying, making himself a bit of a nuisance. His fitness lessons at Boing Boing Park are a new style of exercise he calls Hopsercise. It's like boxing, but on trampolines. It's surprisingly popular with middle-aged women. His funny looks and big round bodies are a hit with the kids, making Bounce Man a household name. That last part is a lie. That last part is a lie. I feel relatively confident in saying children would be terrified of this. Manufacturer, Droid R&D, Rebound Rubber and Momo's Robot Farm. Okay? Is that a farm where robots run things or a farm that grows robots? We may never know. Probably for the best we don't know. Also, I'm just saying, Rebound Rubber, the company is called Rebound Rubber. Look, I'm just saying if you're on the rebound, you'll definitely need it. Never mind. Anyways, Yellow Devil Mark III. The newest model of the Yellow Devil, a heinous device designed with the express purpose of defeating Mega Man. Wily has equipped this model with a speed gear to ensure there's no possible way Mega Man can dodge its tricky split attacks. The Yellow Devil's massive body seems like it might be a better fit for a power gear, even Wily has to struggle with budget issues from time to time. So we decided to limit the upgrade to the classic split attack and trust a speed boost to the old player will be enough to do the job. Where does Wily get his funding from? Also, come to think of it, Bounce Man uses speed gear. Okay, so this guy uses a speed gear, Bounce Man uses speed gear, Impact Man uses power gear. I think Torch Man was power gear? I think? Or was he speed gear? Thunder was definitely speed. Acid was definitely speed. Blast was power, Fuse was speed, Block was power. Okay, so it is fairly evenly distributed, I suppose. Morvern. Okay, because it's like a mouth, I guess, more. This combat robot is an offshoot of development that went into Wily's latest machine. It's equipped with armor thick enough to repel any attack. Wily originally intended to create two versions fitted with a power gear and a speed gear, respectively, but when he realized how much time it would take to build the outer casings out of the special steel used in metal helmets and Sniper Joe shields, he limited himself to create just one. That said, the incredible defensive capabilities of the resulting robot have Wily glowing with pride. A decent boss fight. Can't be too upset about that. Wily Machine 11 version 1. This huge battle drone is the newest entry in Wily's series of terrifying Wily machines. Like numbers 1 through 10, it's designed to resemble Wily's trademark skull logo. Despite its size, the controls are responsive and precise, and the sheer number of homing missiles it can launch from its rear weapon ports speaks volumes about Wily's determination to bring down Mega Man and Dr. Light once and for all. Contrary to its appearance, the side-mounted missile pods weren't attached backwards by mistake. Wily just wants to give the missiles more time to slowly, inexorably close in on Mega Man while he watches with glee. That's great, I love that. He's so dumb. He did it on purpose, you buffoon. Oh, you got an achievement for being all the gallery things. It's such a Wily movie. It really is. We have tower defenses, we play as Wily, put enemies on the road to stop Mega Man. Funny enough, it's not a Mega Man game. There was a game a bit like that a long while ago. What was its name? Hey Bucky, how do you enjoy your coffee? In tiramisu, generally. I actually don't like coffee on its own. I've tried it, I'm just not a big fan. No, hold on. I can check. So I had this on my Steam account, even though you can't get the game anymore. So I had it back in the day. The game is called Dungeon Land. The game is called Dungeon Land. Last played January 31st, 2013, which I think was about the time it actually came out. Yeah, so Dungeon Land was like a really cool idea that unfortunately just bombed on release. It was awful. Cool idea, bad execution. Basically, the concept of it is it was a 3 versus 1 asymmetrical multiplayer game where 3 players play the role of heroes, 1 player plays the role of the dungeon master, and they're going through a real-time sort of Diablo-like dungeon. The dungeon master is constantly trying to like harass them with traps and enemies, and the heroes always have to get to the end. Really good idea. As I said, bombed on release. I just remember it came out, my friends and I played it, it was awful. But I'm surprised no one's tried it again since. Like, the concept has legs. I think they could do very well. Why are you going ham on the controls? Oh, I'll never look. Oh my god, yeah, he's just going at it. Why do you think he's an MLG? Alright, so Wily Machine 11v2. The true form of Wily Machine 11 and the final evolution of Wily's spite over double gear system that began back in his student days. With its inner gear-like module released from the first form's outer armor, it is free to soar from place to place, triggering the speed gear and power gear as if it's a mind of its own. Since each gear features a specialized cooling system, Wily can use each over and over without overheating. How did Wily manage to pack so many gears into the outer armor of the first form? Only he knows. Alright. Let's have some challenges. We're still early in. So, I want to see what the challenges look like. Time attack, jump saver, buster breakdown, score attack, balloon rush. Oh, it's like a time trial, but you can hit balloons to get reduced time. Medal collector, playground, boss rush, Dr. Light's trial. Fight through 30 ultra tough areas and reach the top. Complete at least 10 areas to upload your score to the leaderboard. Okay. Some of these I'll admit I'm not so interested in, like time attack, jump saver, whatever. This has my curiosity. But also, I want to know what playground is. Oh, okay. Attack the bowling, keep it in the air, don't let it touch the ground or fall into pits. Let's try a couple of these, fuck it. This sounds like a fun time. Okay, so how do we launch it? How do we launch it? Will this work? It will work. Aha! Ah! Big hit. Okay. Not bad. My first try. We were trying to get 20. We almost got there. Oh, let's try it again. We can definitely get a 20 on that one. Mini games and mini buses. I'll try and keep underneath this guy as close as possible. That was dreadful time for that wet. Oh! No, hold on. Power gear, there you go. Dang it. Can't refresh it early. Ah! Okay. So you can't refresh it mid-thing. I need to keep an eye on that. If I was smart, I'd have been counting how many times I can bounce it. I'm not smart. Dead gear! Oh, I should get it out first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Oh, this is so close. I feel like this is why they deliberately set it to 20, because 20 is like when you're going to start running out of that. Come on, we can do this. I believe in myself. I have faith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, I haven't got time to do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's how it works. We're good. We got it. Oh. Oh. That's fine. We got our goal. That's what I wanted to do there. I'm sure there's a way higher score than that somewhere, but I'll take getting the gold. Look, a few of these. This is quite fun. Tank oven panic. Race to get the tank oven as far as you can. Dodge enemy projectiles will move the tank oven forward using only your Mega Buster. Okay. We're just gonna kind of keep shoving it. Seems easy enough. Ah, I see. More enemies coming in over time. Gotcha. Oh, that works a lot better. Yeah, this is definitely the gear we should be using first. Right, how did we do? 78 meters? Oh, it's not even enough for silver. That's fine though. We know that the power gear is the play here. It's just going down in normal. Oh wait, I didn't even think of it in that regard. I kind of assumed it would go down the same speed, but I didn't even consider that. Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. Yeah, using the power gear seems to be the play here. I wonder if you can accidentally kill it and just like fail the challenge there and then. Okay, broke 100. I think that's what we needed. Think we needed 100 to get the record. Give yourself here wondering why Helm is using other weapons. Is it Buster? Oh yeah! Honestly, I think the Buster's probably the best option there anyway. There we go! Gold! One-hit wonders. Destroy frozen enemies one after another. The catch, you can only destroy them with the weapon they're weak against. Switch fast, destroy as many as you can. Oh, that sounds devious. Okay. What are you weak to? Well, it's not going great to start with. It's gonna be landing a lot today. What do you mean, 2 blocks? No? Fire? Fire, okay. You are impact. I can hit you. Bounce ball. Gotta be impact here, surely. Yep. Big chill. No? Fine. Fire. Impact. Nice. Bomb. Well, we've got a lot of learning to do here. We got a bronze. Not great. Try it again. Impact. Oh. Impact. Impact. No. Oh, okay. Lock. Oh, ball, right, ball. It's gotta be this, surely. No? Fire. What were you? No, you were. What were you? Bomb? Bomb. Fire? No, oh, no, bomb. Acid? Nope. Oh, ice? No, it's gonna be ice until stage, isn't it? Okay. Better. Feels like RNG bases blast weapon create for Phil. No, there's actually a thing for that. Hold on. I need to set that up. There's any way you can detonate prematurely with it. Let me go to settings. I swear there was like a control for it. It said something in the thing, but I don't know which button I need to push for it. I think it's... Right, hold on. I think we need to do... The problem is that we've got jet set to B, so I'm going to temporarily set this to B here. So I think we need to do, like, shoot plus left stick in. Oh my god, it's extras, isn't it? Not load. Yeah, I think that allows us to detonate prematurely. Should we? Oh, you were bomb, weren't you? Fire? Impact? Bomb? Nice. Oh. Impact? All these guys are need to impact, I'm realizing. That's not much. Rick. Rick. Oh. Okay, we're learning. It's weird, this feels like something that would have been good to know before we started the game. And obviously they're going to give you the boss fights, boss mechanics ahead of time, but... You were impact, right? Okay. Good question. What are you weak to? Electric, okay. What were you weak to? Or were you weak already? Oh, ice, right, duh. You're... Oh. Oh. Ah! It's a tough one. It's a real test of, like, memorization as much as it is, like, execution. Yeah, is more a test of memorization, I'd say. You are ice. Back. Back. Up. Fire. Fire. No, you were this, I think? Yeah. Still can't seem to work out how to get the detonate off properly. Threat? No, not threat. Right, what is your weakness? Oh, impact, okay. Yeah, I thought that was an early detonator, it doesn't seem to work. You know, that one, I'm pushing the wrong button for it. Got to silver. Almost there. Good start. Great start. Amazing start. Oh my god, what the hell? Green bug? Okay. The impact spree has ended. Okay, we're back to it. You got that? No, you, that's it. Sure we go. No, fire? Plus fire. There we go! 22! Good enough. That's a fun little challenge, honestly. I like that one. That's neat. I like that it's very much like there's no stress of enemies attacking you, it's just about executing. Defeat the boss as fast as you can. Oh boy, this guy gave me a heck in trouble. Okay, let's send it. Oh, miss a cycle. Well, 23 seconds doesn't seem awful. I missed one cycle. Hey, good enough! First time every time. We'll take it. We have to deal with that guy once, I'll be happy. I don't remember this fight. I'm guessing Brick is what we want here, though. That's bad weapon power. Yeah, honestly. I think this is what we did to him as well. Oh my god. That was less than 6 seconds. No wonder I don't remember this boss, oh my god. Okay, this guy gave us a bit of trouble last time. Not trouble, but like, we did not beat him quickly. I feel like it's fire. I don't know if we're even hitting them or not though, because of how they're designed. That's just not fire, maybe that's like bounce. I mean, that seems to be doing a lot of something. Ice? Maybe it's ice. We didn't get the gold though, so we're gonna try it again. I'm gonna try ice. That looks like it might be it. yeah, that's the one. Just power ice. Kind of funny how these time trials don't become very hard once you just use weakness. Red spark. I'm gonna assume rubber. I'm just guessing rubber because you know he's weak to. He's the Yep, that was the one. Didn't get to see his mechanics, poor guy. Taking long to say these. Okay, frog balloon. It's got to be impact, right? No shot, it's not. Yep. I don't know why I'm so surprised that so many bosses have like mini bosses that share their weakness. I feel like that's a fairly uncommon thing, I don't know. I think you're just gonna die for like 1 or 2 hits here, right? Yep. Or even 5 seconds. Gotta complete all these challenges in the time it takes to the average Fiendsmith combo. Who are you weak to again? Oh, acid, right. Oh, we're actually shooting the guy, right. Okay, that kind of didn't go well. I kind of forgot where the hitbox was on that one, I'll be honest. Oh, power blocks. Ah, okay. I've gone to comfortable with it. Right, that makes much more sense, yeah. Yeah, that makes much more sense, yeah. I was about to say, I've gone too comfortable with assuming the mini-bosses share the weaknesses. We did that in 100th of the time they gave us for it. Not you. Not sure if this is correct. Whoops. Well, dying is definitely not correct, but... Good enough? But yeah, I was thinking impact if this didn't work. That was my second guess. Good job, though. Alright, and I would actually go do the bosses. Okay. Okay, if you insist.
Never thought you'd make it this far. You're a few bricks.
This was like a really awkward weakness to use, not gonna lie. I mean, I guess it's because the weapon just is self-awkward to use. Also iframes. Oh, that's way better to use. A good shout, Casket, that actually makes it usable. Oh. Dang it. Oh, we're out of it, that's why. Oh, this phase is so annoying. I hate this phase. This is like the worst. Ah. Damn it. Yeah, that phase is just like the worst, honestly. That's so fun. Yeah, that's probably the best idea, honestly.
Never thought you'd make it this far. You're a few bricks short of a load.
It's weird, because, like, there's nothing wrong about how this boss fight is structured. Oh, we're gonna get our auto charge here. Right, because we're not using our save file. It's just so weird having a Robot Master's got, like, such clearly defined phases. It just feels wrong. I was hoping that we skipped the third phase. There we go. That's how you're going to use it, I say. Good enough. You made it in the time, and that's the important thing. I think he'll be the longest one, honestly. Maybe Acid Man if he gets a bit cheeky with how long he takes to pop up, but... I feel like his voice actor, good delivery. Shoot. I can still hit him doing that. There we go. Kind of, I'm surprised there isn't a Mega Man game to get a combined with the Little Masters. Honestly, I could see something like that down the line. Like, combining the existing ones I think would be better than having... It's better than with Impact Man, I think. Okay, this guy, we beat this guy first try, but I don't really remember it being convincing, I'll be honest.
I've got a pretty short fuse. What's wrong? Don't be a dud. There you go. Ready to blow!
Good enough. Kind of got caught up a little bit there, but... Feels like a weirdly, like, unconvincing weakness for that guy. He takes a ton of damage, but it's like not... I think it's just a weapon that's kind of not very easy to hit with. There's one near one hacks. Oh, really? There's one from Mega Man 3 where Dr. Robot combines two different ones. That's a neat idea. Like, the Dr. Robots I feel are kind of unexplored in that regard. I feel like you could do a lot more cooler things than what they actually did do with them, unfortunately. Hold on, let's actually find our bounce ball first. Man, I feel bad for Fuse, man. He has like the most humiliating weakness. Literally just killed by a bouncy ball. Like, it doesn't even say that it's a bouncy ball filled with explosives or anything, it's just the ball itself. Then again, Bounce Man has the most convincing weakness, like he just dies in 3 hits. Whoops. Oh my god, Helm! There we go. Look how gears, but... Oh, we can still damage him during this time. I assumed he was invulnerable. He is not. Oh my god, I'm getting bullied by fucking Bounce Man. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna restart this, because I mean... Oh, can we not just restart from the menu? Okay, fine. Wow, I can't believe we actually lost that one. I mean, I kind of threw it at the end, but like... I guess I have to pay a little bit of attention to Bounce Man.
Oh boy, a new playmate.
I hate that the annoying intro still eats into the time. There we go.
Aw, playtime's over.
I'm a little scared on some of the ones to come up because I think they have the Wiwee bosses after them, and I'm a bit spooked on what we're going to have to do against those.
Ready, you made it. Now prove yourself. Torch Jutsu, the flaming fist. Hey, hiya.
There we are. I love they all have like super voice lines. I like the amount of polish they put into the game, like giving them more personality with voice lines. Great touch. Like, I think this is like a very... It's a good Mega Man game. I don't think I'd say it's like the best Mega Man game, but I'd definitely say like it warms a place in the higher tiers once you get over the gear system, which took me a long while at that. But you were Acid Man.
I like to spike.
There we are. Yeah, it's weird. I can't look at it the same knowing that it's a combiner. I just thought it was a color scheme thing, but it just feels weird to the idea that I'm fighting 3 guys. Alright, we saved the best for last. They knew what they were doing.
Trying to take my spotlight? I'm like a rose, frozen in ice. Ah! Elegant full power! Ah!
Oh, he dodged it. That's cheeky.
Dodge if you can. Don't blink. Under, everywhere!
Still easy.
The last dance.
Shady's easy, but he's still the coolest. Gemini Man is 2 guys. Gemini Man is the same guy twice. That is not the same thing. Fighting the same guy twice is not the same as fighting 3 guys at once. Or 2 guys at once, even. And you know what isn't twin? Because he's Gemini Man, not Gemini Men. Obviously. Alright, so what the hell is this thing weak to? A minute seems really harsh for the devil. I think we used Brick and it did okay, but I don't know if that's his weakness. Oh, I'm gonna do the intro as well? Right, it doesn't even start here. Okay, we're gonna do some science here, I think. Okay, that's criminal weakness. We're not doing it this run, that's for sure, but we're going to see what weaknesses we can find. Wait, we did boom! Ah, okay, in that case then, can we just restart the challenge? Oh, here we go, restart challenge, here we go. That's not bad, it doesn't do that much damage though. You have to land every hit, I think. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter as much. Once you land the hit. I think that's how we do it. I think we need to hit the little guys while they're doing their dance. It'll be a little bit annoying, but I think we can do it. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So now he does his jump. Get over here. 1, 2. Ah, missed one. Okay. Okay, yeah. One more hit would have had that. that's the gear system I don't super like, is it does feel like it's kind of mandatory to make some weapons just worth using. Like this weapon I'm using right now, it feels just not worth using if you're not using the blast. And the power gear rather. Just because it's so hard to land. It's so slow. Ow, oops. I'm just jumped into that. There we go. Well, that made that a lot easier than actually just doing it with whatever I did the first time. What did I do before? The Buster? I don't even remember. I don't think we were doing that, though. It was so confused, it's crazy. Yeah, it really is. Alright, this guy, we never did find a weakness for him, but I feel like... I feel pretty confident that it is the spike. Because it's like, it's in the side, right? It's gotta be. Just standing in the side of his stupid head. Ah, dang it! That's if I don't completely whiff the... Oh my god! Oh my god, Helm! Helm. Oh, you can't just change... Ah... Okay, I don't think that was weakness. That will add 1 damage. Is we to the bounce ball? Really? Oh my god, fair enough. I should just involve his. I would imagine so. I'm definitely not good enough for that, though, that's for sure. I'm barely good enough for this. One more hit. There we are. Would not have guessed bounce ball for that at all. The real crazy ones are the ones who have not hit Mega Man Zero or Mega Man Legends. Like, do not hit Mega Man. Oh, right, no hit, right, yeah, without taking any damage, right, yeah. I've never even finished Mega Man Zero. Actually, I've never played Zero. I played Zero 2. Actually, wait, did I finish Zero 2? I don't remember, actually. I know I got really stuck on one of, like, the final stages for ages. I actually don't remember if I ever beat it or not, though. Huh. I just remember it being really difficult at the time. I just remember, like, struggling to do anything. Like, if I finished the game, I definitely didn't finish it clean. Like, I'd probably finish with, like, the worst possible rank. Alright, I don't know if we found this thing's weakness. I assumed it was the title driver, but I don't know if that's actually what it is. Let's do a little test. Could be the bomb again. I could see bomb for this, or even ball, perhaps. That seems pretty good. Oh, it's so hard to get up there sometimes. Oh my gosh! Helm! Yeah, it's definitely this. Hammer's still going, yep. Means it's acid shield time. Oh, we're low on HP. I didn't consider this. Oh, it is spinning! I didn't know it was in the background before. It was spinning just then. So annoying. It's so awkward that you have to get the shield up before you're allowed to fire the shots. Okay, well, at least we know what we're doing. At least we have found the right weaknesses.
No mercy, Mega Man.
I don't know how I took damage off that one, I'll be honest. There we go. That's a lot cleaner.
The time of reckoning has come! Surrender! Attack! Power!
Ah! So hard to get this any use out of this. Dang it. Yeah, it's not doing anything, is it? Well, it does do damage. Hold on. Good enough! Okay, we'll take it. It ain't the weakness, but it's good enough. But enough explosions in the air, and eventually anything will die, I guess. I have 2 of them, which is several bullets of TNT directly in my face. Exactly. So you can't really call it weak to being to TNT, like everyone's weak to TNT. An attack mode featuring 8 stage bosses. Is it like all at one? It's all at one. We kind of did this, to be honest. I'm not worried. I am curious about this though. I want to see what this one is. I don't think I'm going to do very well, but I want to see what this entails. Yeah, 30 ultra tough areas. I don't think we're going to get close to getting there, but let's see. Let's see what these areas look like and what they entail. This is just Teddies, right? Or not Teddies, whatever these guys are called. What am I meant to do with them? I'm gonna kill. I see, kill 15. Oh! Whoops. I kind of thought we were gonna stop there, I'll be honest. Well, so far we are slightly overselling the ultra tough, but I'm certain that will be ramping up any second now. Dang it. I forgot we haven't got auto charge on, which is what I was using to deal with these guys before. Shoutouts to ambiguous blue blocks, could be my favourite form of dungeon design. Well, we don't have the upgrade that makes us move at full speed in this slowdown either. Oh, that's horrifying looking. The ultra tough has arrived. Fuck! Ah! Yeah, okay, we'll try a couple more times. The difficulty has appeared. I guess, yeah, putting instant death spikes everywhere is a good way of making a game harder, I suppose. I don't have a lot of luck. The faith I had as it had immediately faded. I don't wish to sound cynical, but I'm questioning that we will actually be able to do this one. Okay, so it does stick, but only if you get them in the back, in the front rather. Didn't actually want to do that, but it will work, I guess. Ah, shit. Look at that one. Let's get this ready. Ah! No. Dang it, I didn't hold A on the jump there. Oof, 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 oof. We'll try one or two more times. I don't think we're gonna. I think this is a bit. I think I have too much of a easily tilted mentality to be able to do this. I think there's a chance I could do this, but I think the fact there's no checkpoints, which, you know, it's a challenge. I'm not mad about that. I think that means I probably am gonna. I don't think we're gonna see the end. We'll try it one more time, maybe. Ah, fuck. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Well, fun by changing Mega Man because I can hook you up. Yeah, well, we'll try a few more because, like, you know, we're gonna be finishing a little early one way or another, but I want to try and do a little bit more. I like that they made this challenge just to be a challenge content, though. I do respect that. Like, I'm personally not a huge fan of challenge content that's just do this but faster a lot of the time. Dang it. Oh, I thought we could just full send it. Just hold right. Alas, does not work that way. Alright, back here again. Oh, I hate this. Ah! Bugger. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm glad I gave it a try. But I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get this done without... I'm not going to get any progress here with, like... Without getting, like, a lot of practice, and I'll be honest, I like Mega Man games. I do really enjoy these games. I wouldn't have done the entire series if I wasn't enjoying it. But I don't think I like them that much. I think I like them enough to try, but enough to also acknowledge that, you know, I know when I'm beaten. Talks about both man behind my most vile precision platforming man. I didn't put any spugs in Bounce Mazzle for reasons of nightmare. You know, that's true. That is true. I'm a what? I'm a bird? What? Huh? What did I say now? What did I say now? You're Dang it, Gasky, fair enough. Beat the bird. Alright, yeah, fair enough. You got me. You got me. Alrighty, guys. I think we're gonna wrap things up there. Yeah, I've had fun with this game. I've had fun doing the doing some of the challenges, but like I said, Mega Man is, again, I do enjoy this series, but I do enjoy it as a very casual fan. I can definitely acknowledge that the challenges are a bit above my abilities, and that's fine. That's very fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. There are some games where I like to do challenge content, and some games where I'm okay with not doing it. So I think we're going to call it here for now. So we'll have a little raid out, of course, to use online that we can raid into, and we'll call it there. So please keep your arms, legs, and other body parts clear that doesn't does everyone. I'll see you by the chat screen in just a sec. Alright, everyone. Well, thank you all for joining me here tonight. I actually am very glad that I did take the decision last week to take a break. Because I said I was a bit tilted at the end of last week's stream just because of my own incompetence at Blockman stage, specifically, I think it was. And I think going into it with a fresh pair of eyes, I think overall, like, yeah, this is a good game. I think Mega Man 11's a good game. Not perfect. I think every Mega Man game's got its flaws, but I think it's a game that's... It's definitely like the upper end of the Mega Man games. I'm still not sure my favourite one is. That's the weird thing. Like, we've gone... It's weird. We've gone through every single mainland Mega Man game, and yet none of them have left like such a strong impression on me that I could point out one and say this one is my favourite. Like, I think 2 and 3 were both very good from what I remember, but I couldn't tell you what about them specifically I liked. Actually, I liked the one with the Arrow Buster as well. That was also a good one. So it's weird. I like the series as a whole, but none of them left such a strong opinion where I could easily like tier list them, I think. You want a commentary on your home for X? Let me know anytime. I probably will let you know, because I know how much you like X, and I think it'd be quite fun to have someone around that does know the game, while I'm having my very first try at it. So I probably will hit you up at some point on that, Cassidy. So keep it on your DMs in the future for that. Might not be for a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure what next week's going to bring yet, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Keep it in mind. But X-Series are generally hard, so keep that in mind. That should be okay, because I think the X Legacy Collection probably has like checkpoint saves we can abuse. So if I can bust out the old Billy Mitchell special, even I can beat it. But now though, let's have a look, see who's online. We do a little raid off into, shall we? A lot of people online tonight. We're fishing a little bit earlier than usual, so there's a few more faces than usual. I think we're going to do a raid into... I think we're going to raid into Darla. Darla's doing some art right now. And we don't often get the chance to raid into Darla, so I think she normally ends before we do. We're fishing a little bit earlier, so it'd be nice to give it a raid as well. So you know how it goes. It is, of course, a perfectly normal made raid. And of course, if you're not subscribed, you can do a heart, you can do a smiley face. Just do something nice, that's all I ask of you. If you're new and you've enjoyed your time here, why not join the Discord? It's the best way to keep in touch. I always post a schedule up there first. And of course, if you like RPGs, platformers, and everyone's favourite card game, Yu-Gi-Oh!, there's plenty of that there. Give some love to Darla, everyone, when you get there. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you again for all joining me here tonight. And as always, it's a pleasure to serve you all.